Dude, I sold my 6800 XT for 1650 Canadian dollars, dude. I think I paid like 1100 for it. And the guy was like, yeah, I like to play Warzone and I hear AMD is better. I'm like, oh yeah, dude. He has no idea who he was talking to, dude. He had no idea. I'm like, oh yeah. I hear AMD is better too. Yeah, the YouTube comments. Dude, there was that one guy that was like, I got a 50 FPS boost by switching monitors. Okay. I don't think people understand. Dude, I don't think people understand the level of knowledge of people that watch my content. Like, I don't think people get it. Like even the dude that was just in here that talking about AMD, you can, like, 99% chance that guy has no idea what he's doing, or he like swapped his monitor or something. Like people usually argue from a place of ignorance, right? When they haven't tested something or experienced something. It's like it's a pot committed issue, right? So let's say HDMI DisplayPort wouldn't actually change the FPS. So let's say you're dieting, like you're like on a diet, or you're like a muscle building plan, right? And let's say you're doing keto or something like that, right? And you're losing weight. Somebody comes along and they're like, hey man, this way is actually better. And let's say person B is correct, but person A is seeing results anyway. Even though it's not the best results, he's still seeing results. He's gonna deny the other person's viewpoint. Right? He's like, I've got 500 FPS ocean view. And then he'll actually attack the other person's position too. He'll be like, no, keto is the best. Look at my results with my keto. It's like, have you tried both? And then person B has tried every single other way too, right? It's like, no, I have not tried it. And even if they have tried it, they didn't do it the proper way, so their experience was negative on it. Dude, this analogy works for everything in life, dude. It's like, oh yeah, I tried carb cycling. I did it wrong. So just because I did it wrong means that it's wrong for everybody. Right? So I plugged in a 6900 XT. I got more FPS. That must be true for everybody. Life is not black and white like that. You see how the FPS is kind of the same, right? So I'm literally in the air. I'm at 300 FPS. Hang on, let me finish this point first, and then I'll catch up on the chat. Okay. Yeah, all right, double Jufus. So you see how the 6900 XT is like 310 FPS in the air, right? That's how you know the overclocks were the same, right? 302 on the 3080 Ti, 309 on the 6900 XT. This is the same shit, okay? While you're flying towards the train tracks. Now, the overclocks were the same. I guess the overclocks on the customer build were a bit faster because I deleted that CPU. But the highs are actually higher. Look at this. So in this specific spot, 180. Okay. I land. You see that dip to 220 there? Dude, the 6900 XT dips like fucking crazy, dude. So watch, I'm going towards it. 180 FPS. Okay, now let's do the customer build here, okay? Going towards it, going toward the FPS is kind of the same, but on the 320 range, right? Kind of the same in the highs, right? We're going towards it. We're gonna land. We're landing. $220, $210, $220. Like, what the fuck do you want from me, dude? This is 40 FPS from a 6900 XT to a 3080 Ti. The fuck you want from me, dude? Oh yeah, Pat Duffy's happy. Obviously you're happy. But yeah, like, but okay, so the whole point that I wanted to bring up, if you do have 180 though, does that mean you can't win a gunfight? No. I would say the competitive advantage, like you can, like, if you're smarter than this guy, you'll still win the gunfight. Why do you care? Why do these AMD people care so much? You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't understand AMD fanboys. Even if you have lower FPS, who fucking cares? It's just go play the game. Why do you have to? Why does it have to be the best? Why does the thing that you bought have to be the best? It's because you bought it under the assumption that it was the best. And if somebody says something to the contrary, it essentially means you made a mistake, right? That's why everyone fights so fucking tooth and nail for that shit, right? Hang on, let me catch up here. This is the exact same spot, exact same settings, exact same resolution. Everything's the fucking same, dude. This is 40 FPS higher with an NVIDIA card. 40. You know what I mean? I see this AMD losing trend with Apex benchmarks. Like every sponsor NVIDIA title performance is way worse. Yeah. You know what that is? I don't think that's on purpose. I think that's more NVIDIA just has more money to pay driver developers. So like it's not like it's not maliciously and like intentionally malicious. Or let's say you think your Horizon Zero Dawn, right? It's a console port. It was made from what dev makes Horizon Zero Dawn? I don't even fucking remember. Whatever. Who the hell makes fucking Horizon Zero Dawn? I don't remember. Anyway, the developers of Horizon made it for the console. The console is AMD CPU. It's already optimized for AMD GPU, right? It's already optimized for AMD. Now, let's take what's an NVIDIA sponsored title? Cyberpunk? Something like that, right? So, you have this game, works great on Big Navi because it was a console port. Now, NVIDIA has enough money to pay driver developers to run this game, make their cards work very well on the game. AMD just doesn't have the driver people for that. So AMD isn't going to pay driver people to go figure out how to make Cyberpunk run better. They don't have time for that shit. They don't have time, resources, money for that shit. So that's why NVIDIA seems to work in everything and AMD is so up and down. It's not so much sponsored shit. It's more like AMD doesn't invest in their graphics division that much. That's what it is, right? They don't. They do not invest in their graphics division. They more work hand in hand with the consoles like PlayStation and Xbox, and they kind of let those guys do the heavy lifting. Dude, half of the technology in Zen 3 came from Sony developers. Making the plays like Infinity Cache and shit, that was all Sony, I think, dude. That's why they call it Zen 2.5 or whatever. You know what I mean? It was all Sony that developed that chip, and then AMD's just selling it to people now. AMD doesn't give a fuck about graphics. Just put it that way, right? Dude, yeah, Beef. Yes. Oh my god. Dude, that's fucking hilarious. I love shit like that, dude. Oh yeah. Dude, I sold my 6800 XT for 1,650 Canadian dollars, dude. I think I paid like 1,100 for it. And the guy was like, yeah, I like to play Warzone and I hear AMD is better. I'm like, oh yeah, dude. He has no idea who he was talking to, dude. He had no idea. I'm like, oh yeah. I hear AMD is better too. Like, dude, I didn't fucking care. I was just like, I'm like, oh yeah. I'll take the cash now. Like, holy fuck, dude. Because it's not my job to correct them, right? I didn't fucking care. It's so good when that shit happens, dude. When you know the truth and the other person watches some fucking Linus. Oh, dude. That was one of the best sales I ever made, dude. I never even made any 6800 XT content because I got so sick of AMD. I put that shit up on Craigslist and got fucking, dude. You can sell AMD stuff for mad money right now, dude. Mad money. Because there's this AMD like optimization fad going on. Now's the time you sell AMD shit, dude. Finessed by the optimization market. Absolutely, dude. That's what I like to teach on my channel, though, and I'm so happy that you did that because what I try to tell people, don't fight the current, take advantage of it. Like, you don't have to tell everybody they're wrong. Who fucking cares? Just take advantage of that shit, dude. Like the whole LHR fucking swap thing to 3080 Ti's. How many people just take advantage of these people, man? Take advantage of that shit. Who fucking cares? It's not your job. This kid that I sold the 6800 XT to made like $600 of profit. Just, yeah, man, fucking AMD is the GOAT. Have you seen these channels that talk about how it's the GOAT? Oh, yeah. I watch those guys too. Yeah. Here, give me that fucking NVIDIA shit. Give me that shit. You know what I mean?